I invite you into the twisted tale of Hecarim, the knight with an ego bigger than his warhorse's bum. Born into an ancient empire that had long faded into the pages of history, Hecarim was a lieutenant of the Iron Order, a brotherhood sworn to defend their king's lands. Now let's talk about Hecarim's favorite hobby, winning battles on his giant warhorse. This guy was racking up victories like a kid collects Pokemon cards. His name became synonymous with success on the battlefield, and his reputation soared higher than the tallest castle towers. But with great fame came an even greater desire for power and recognition. You see, Hecarim wasn't just content with being a celebrated lieutenant. He had grand ambitions of leading the Iron Order as its commander. His ego was growing faster than a Pinocchio's nose, and that didn't sit well with the current commander. The commander saw through Hecarim's lust for the limelight and recognized the growing darkness within him. It was a darkness fueled by an unsatisfiable hunger for personal glory, a hunger that was destroying his honor and principles. So what did the commander do? He made a difficult decision. Hecarim would never lead the Iron Order. Imagine being told that your dreams of glory and command were nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Hecarim was furious, but he concealed his frustration, vowing to prove himself on the battlefield. The next battle became a pivotal moment. The commander found himself surrounded by enemies, cut off from his fellow knights, and isolated from reinforcements. And guess who was among those fellow knights? You got it, Hecarim. This was his golden opportunity to seize power, and he didn't hesitate. He left his commander to face certain death alone. When the battle dust settled, the Iron Order, unaware of Hecarim's betrayal, pledged their unwavering allegiance to him. With the Iron Order now firmly under his command, Hecarim journeyed to the capital to swear his official oaths, where he crossed paths with Callista, the king's most reliable general. She acknowledged his skills and ability to lead. When the queen fell victim to an assassin's poisoned blade, Callista found solace in the knowledge that the Iron Order would stay with the king while she searched for a cure. The king, succumbing to paranoia and seeing threats around every corner, fumed at those he thought were attempting to keep him apart from his dying wife, unleashed the Iron Order as his ruthless enforcers to quell dissent within his realm. The consequences were devastating. Towns and villages crumbled under the weight of destruction, and hundreds met their end at the merciless hands of the Iron Order. With grim certainty, when the queen passed away, Hecarim opted to turn the king's sorrow into anger, requesting permission to lead the Iron Order in foreign territories. He aimed to avenge her demise and further enhance his dark reputation. But before their quest for vengeance could kick into high gear, General Callista returned from her mission. She had ventured to the distant Blessed Isles and found the elusive cure, but time had slipped through their fingers like grains of sand through an hourglass. The king, drowning in his grief and paranoia, accused Callista of treason and cast her into a dark, dank dungeon. This is where the tale takes its darkest turn. Intrigued by the enigmatic stories of the Blessed Isles, Hecarim ventured into the depths of the prison for a fateful conversation with Callista. Within the confines of her cell, they spoke of the mysterious Blessed Isles, shrouded in ethereal mists that concealed their existence from mortal eyes. These legendary isles held not only boundless riches, but also the mythical waters of life. Recognizing that only Callista possessed the knowledge to lead them, Hecarim eventually convinced her to navigate the king's fleet through the shroud, veiling the Blessed Isles from mortal view. Their voyage led them to the city of Helia, where they paraded the queen's lifeless body in a solemn procession. The Iron Order, led by Hecarim himself, took the vanguard. However, the city's rulers, stubborn and unaffected by their situation, firmly refused to offer their assistance. The king, known for his impatience, issued a chilling command to Callista: slay the defiant leaders. But Callista, true to her principles, refused to carry out this grim directive. It was the moment Hecarim had been waiting for, the moment he had plotted and schemed for. With a malevolent grin that would haunt his memory forever, he plunged a spear into Callista's back, betraying her trust and sealing her fate. His knights were ordered to ransack the city, looting its vaults of arcane treasures. During the chaos and violence, a humble custodian eventually gave in to the king's demands and shared the secret of the waters of of life. Yet Hecarim was so engrossed in his destruction and bloodshed happening around him that he could not grasp the importance of this revelation. Little did he know that a cataclysmic event of unimaginable proportions loomed on the horizon: the ruination of the Blessed Isles. A cataclysmic shockwave of magical force surged through Helia, reducing its once proud buildings to shattered fragments suspended within an eerie void. In the wake of this cataclysmic disruption, the Black Mist, a harbinger of doom and despair, descended upon the city, its eerie tendrils wrapping around and trapping all living beings in a terrifying hold. Desperate to unite the remains of Iron Order and flee the encroaching darkness, Hecarim called out to his knights, hoping to lead them back to their awaiting ships. Yet the relentless approach of the evil mist took each of them, one after the other, until Hecarim too fell under its sinister spell. And so Hecarim and his loyal warhorse were doomed to a horrifying destiny. They were fused with the eldritch power of the Black Mist, morphing into a nightmarish spectral abomination. Hecarim became the very embodiment of darkness, forever bound to the coastlands of the Shadow Isles. His fate was sealed, and he was eternally served from the realm of the living. Only during the malevolent occurrence called the Harrowing would the Black Mist awaken and summon Hecarim and his ghostly comrades to charge ahead, capturing new souls to increase the number of the undead. It was an eternity of suffering, a result of his quest for fame and the deceitful course he had embraced in the eerie city of Helia. Subscribe if you want more videos like that, and stay away from the Shadow Isles, my fellow friends.